Okay, so would you like to write me the character of a country, please?
Okay. So the simplified.
Yeah, the first one possibly you're going to do is the simplified version of this character, and then you can write the full form. Yeah.
Like this. And then full form.
Yeah.
It's a very big one.
Yes, thank you very much. I think I noticed that you did that character in a particular order. Why do you have to do it in a particular order, according to your experience?
Well, when we write in Chinese, we have to write according to the stroke order. Initially, the main reason would be because it triggers muscle memory. So when you're writing, if you follow the stroke order, it allows you to remember the words a lot easier. But the simple reason would be that it just looks a lot neater in presentation.
Do you have to do that many times in order to remember these
Also
characters?
because Chinese is obviously quite complex with the characters. When I'm learning characters personally, I have to rewrite them quite a few times in notebooks and with special calligraphy pens so that they look neat. If you keep writing them, you surely will remember them.
Presumably by remembering characters, there will be other things as well. For instance, do you think the radicals of a character also is important for you to remember characters? And for instance, the character how, good, for instance, can you write it for me?
Sure.
So what radical is
that would be
character?
mu on the left, which means female. And then on this side, it's so when you put them together, it's a female and a boy, and together that means good.
Yeah, that's the very old-fashioned concept of so-called goodness. So these are important, sort of remembering the radicals.
I think radicals are one of the most important parts of remembering things.
And also repetition, right?
And repetition.
This repetition is very much like if you're a musician, you're a pianist, like you practice your fingerings, and your muscle will remember how the finger goes rather than your brain tell you.
Exactly.
So that is why you have to practice writing Chinese characters so many times. And one more question. How many characters do you have to learn every week?
So we have modern and classical Chinese. In terms of modern, every week we learn approximately 60 characters, including traditional and simplified forms like these characters right here. And then in classical Chinese, I think we learn approximately 30 every week.
So that's quite a lot to remember.
It's a very
so therefore, a lot of writing to do, a lot of repetition.
A lot of repetition.
But sometimes also it's quite fun to do it because they have a certain meaning. So you make up some stories trying to remember these characters.
It's quite fun because of the pictographs. It allows you to think of different ways to remember stories behind the characters.
So the important things, you follow the stroke order, remember the radical of the characters. That's how to help you to build up all of your vocabulary.
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you very much. I think